Welcome to the Unfiltered Duo podcast. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Cheryl.
And this is how the unfiltered chaos makes sense.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Carrie.
How are you?
Good.
Good. How was your weekend?
That was pretty good. I got kind of sick, though, Saturday night. And then it kind of rolled over for like 3 days. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Yesterday I started feeling better, and today has been so much better. So
that's good. No, I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. How you been?
Good. I took my little minions to Annapolis, Maryland. And it was such a cute little day trip because we just toured around and walked through the old like port city type thing. It was really cute.
Cute. I have only been there once, and it was to go pick up one of Kylie's friends that was coming to stay with us. They lived in Delaware, so we were meeting halfway.
Okay.
And I literally drove up at the mall and got her and left there. I didn't get to explore.
Yeah, it was just really cute. It has a lot of history. That's where the treaty was signed to end the Revolutionary War. It's where like George Washington resigned, and like, so yeah, it was kind of cool to see some of American history. And like, it was free to tour the Capitol building.
Nice.
There wasn't a line to get in. I mean, you had to go through like a little security thing, but the guy was like, after this, take a left, and, so it really wasn't even that big of a deal. So
Nice.
no, it was just a really cute little state house.
Cool.
Yeah.
And your kids have the best tour guide because you always know all this stuff about history and just extra knowledge. Google Carrie.
Yes,
Carrie Google.
I try to keep myself well informed of where I am, but I did learn a new word that I know. For me, I was like, oh, goodness gracious, a plenipotentiary.
A what?
Yeah, I was very impressed.
Wait, say it again.
A plenipotentiary.
And what does that mean?
It is a diplomat that has been given all the rights to sign treaties overseas. So Thomas Jefferson was assigned as like a plenipotentiary as he was in that state house. So yeah.
Plenipotentiary. Girl, I ain't even gonna try to jack that up.
I know. So anyway, I was like, oh, I can now use a new word, but no one's gonna understand me when I use the new word.
No, everybody's gonna be like, oh, what?
Yeah, I'm just spend the rest of my life telling people what it is.
Have a card that anytime they say, what is this, just whip out the card and be like, just read that.
I'll like just need a PowerPoint presentation behind me at all times that like pops up the definitions to the words that I'm using.
Imagine in the future you can just like snap your finger and like a little whiteboard like pops up and you're like right here and here and here.
Yeah, or like your watch just has a hologram thing
that
pops up just and like okay, people.
Come on, Apple.
The future people need
to They've already got the little headset things now for Apple, which
like,
are ridiculously expensive.
Are the Google Glasses?
Oh, like, I have seen that.
I wonder if you could just like put like subtitles when people are talking and then like definitions could pop up so you could read the definitions as people are talking.
I would not be able to stay focused on their conversation. I'd be like, hold up, you got to stop. Can you go back a little bit because your screen already changed and I didn't know what that meant.
No. Knowing the general public the way that I do, it would go from a very useful thing to keep up with like conversations and learn new words to people putting little like bouncy things. Like it would fall off a cliff like real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I don't.
Do you read fast?
I do.
Okay. Sometimes I read fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to reread because I wasn't listening to myself read the first time. And then I'm like, wait, I don't even remember that last paragraph I read. And I'm like, go back.
I don't know what it is about this stage in my life though. It's just I am not interested in reading a lot. Like
I've kind of got into it. Yeah. I never read a complete book until I was in my 30s.
Really?
Even in school, like I would always buy the Cliff Notes or I would just bullshit my way through whatever book it was so that I could just make it through the class.
No, like I'm the opposite. Like I read a ton when I was a little kid. I read all through high school and through college. And then when like I was new mom type status. Like the other new moms, we all had books that we would share and we would talk about. It wasn't a real book club, if you will, but it was just like,
Yeah.
hey, this is a good one. And so we would all just read and
Oh.
have little discussions. So yeah, I spent a lot of time reading, but lately I just,
That's probably the reason why you have so much knowledge, though, because I never spent the time to read.
yeah,
I'll read news articles, though. I love reading news articles.
that's true.
So I tend to keep up to date on what's going on in the general public.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a fun
Yeah.
side tangent to what we're
Right?
talking about.
Well, it kind of ties into it,
It
though.
does a little bit because today we're talking about how, like, I am Northern and you are
Southern.
right. And I mean, if you haven't heard that in our accents to begin with, you haven't been listening well enough. So we have found some pretty hilarious differences as we've become like better friends. And so we're just kind of hoping to bring you into that and enjoy the differences.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like the fast pace, slow pace, because
Mm-hmm.
that if I had a screen to have to look at and listen to somebody, my childhood did not prepare me for that.
No.
It's like one thing at a time and speak slow.
Yeah. Whereas like I'm definitely like I appreciate subtitles because then I can listen, watch, and read at the same time. So it's like,
Sometimes I do that. I do have
yeah,
subtitles just because sometimes I can't understand what they're saying though too. Like I can't hear it. Like it may be a low point. So if it's they're speaking low, then I'm like looking at the words like what are they
okay.
saying?
Yeah.
And then it'll get back to higher pitch. So
But yeah, so like growing up, my mom would, whenever we went to like visit the South, we had my uncle lived in Atlanta for a while, so we would go visit Atlanta. And like anytime we would go on trips, my mom would always be like, the service is so much slower in the South. She's like, this fast food is not even fast food. It's slow food. So like she would get all like, why is this taking so long? Like,
was
so
your fast
like,
foods fast?
I mean, I guess it was. Like
I
I
don't
was a
know.
little kid kind of a thing, so I didn't.
I don't remember as a kid how fast it was,
I
but
I mean, we just took a trip down to like Florida this past summer, not this summer, but like last summer, and
mm-hmm.
I didn't notice them being any slower.
No.
So maybe it's caught up from what my mom thought it was back then.
Yeah, or it could be a generational thing too, because like as a small child, I would hear a lot of the people complain and compare like North and South and everything, and you always were told like Northern people are so rude and they're just snobby and snooty and so that's like what I was told as a kid, but as an adult, I don't ever hear people really talking about that anymore.
No, I don't either. Like it was definitely something growing up
Yeah.
that, oh, I wonder if it's just like it stems from like Civil War era type
Yeah.
mentality.
So then those children
Yeah,
fed
like
it
it
for
just
so
fed.
long and then it just kind of fell off because
We're
we
like,
don't really care.
yeah, we don't have those mentalities anymore.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, just to put it in a frame of reference, my grandma, her grandpa served in the Civil War.
Oh, wow.
So I'm literally only like two people away. Like my grandma,
Your
who I
mom is like
knew,
the middle in
well, it was my
between,
dad's, but
or your dad. Yeah,
yeah.
like that generation, because you have your great grandma, right?
Well,
And
it
great
would be
grandpa.
my grandma and then her parents and then the next parent. So her great grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But really, like, I knew her and she knew him.
Right.
So literally, we're only, not very far removed from people who actually served in the Civil War.
That's true.
So I
So I think
wonder,
it's kind of slowly kind of trickled off. But a lot of the stuff still is valid.
it is valid.
Like
There are some things that have
there are
divided the
definitely
North and South.
there is definitely like a different breed, I guess you would say, of
Mm-hmm.
North and South.
Yeah.
And I the only time that I've been in the North is literally just to go visit places, so I haven't spent tons of time.
Yeah.
But I don't really recall having any situation that I was like, oh my God, like this is exactly what everybody had been telling me my whole life. Like, look at these people. Now they are more aggressive drivers, which they piss me off, but I think that's due to big cities.
Yes.
Because if I go in DC or like right outside of DC into Maryland drivers, I'm sorry to anybody listening to this, they do not know how to drive at all. I'm so glad that we moved to Virginia instead of Maryland because we could have went to either. And I think that I would probably just cut my driver's license up and take the bus. I would be done with every one of them.
That's funny. No, I am from the north, if you will, but I don't even like Maryland drivers. I think they're terrible. So I don't know what it is about their state.
It's something about the state.
Yeah.
And it's really just the area closest to DC. Maybe they're just still so in that hustle bustle mindset of DC that they just, I don't know. They make up their own rules though on the road.
A lot.
I've been passed, not because the person had their flashers on, which I would totally understand if there's an emergency, but they just like come down the side of the road, like right past you, cutting back in and out of traffic. I'm like, what? Where are the cops right now?
I know. Even driving to Annapolis, I was just like, oh, I have to drive in Maryland. Oh no. So anyway, poor Maryland drivers. They're awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that I didn't realize that was such a big North thing, that they're bad drivers or aggressive drivers.
Aggressive drivers.
Maybe I'm an aggressive driver. I have honked at a lot of people lately.
Yeah. Because I would say in Mississippi, like it was very known that like people will take the time if they see like where you're stopped at, that the line's backing up. People will literally stop in the highway to make sure that some of those cars go so that traffic can keep moving.
No.
And nobody is pissed and like blowing their horn, is because everybody then realizes why the person stopped.
Yeah.
So then it's to,
well, that's nice of you.
Yeah. That's that Southern charm about us.
Southernness, and we're all like, "Ha, you chose the wrong way.
Like, should have went a different way."
Yeah, pay attention next time.
Bye, bitches.
Pretty much.
That's funny. Words have been like a big thing, and I know we started jotting down different words, but I even heard it. I think I heard it in you a while ago. Where'd you say that you went to go visit your uncle at? It's in Georgia.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
well, how do you say it?
Atlanta. Okay, maybe it does sound the same.
Oh, well, I do have, like, I grew up in Cleveland, so I do have an accent sometimes when things, especially if I talk about like my parents and growing up, like I'll slip back into that Cleveland accent. So I'll say things more Cleveland than North. Yeah, so like it happens every once in a while, but yeah, it's just an accent that'll pop up every once in a while. You'll notice if like I talk to my parents and then I start talking like otherwise, like I'll catch myself like, oh, I heard it. I heard that Cleveland come out of my mouth real quick there. So
no, yeah, my Southern accent doesn't go away. I don't think it goes away at any point. But if I'm at home and I'm around more people that, you know, obviously they speak that way too, it gets very country. And my husband, he'll be like, really? Like, how do you fall back? Like, you're climbing the ladder of like your accent and then you go and you just, it comes back. I was like, it's like riding a bike.
Well, I will say, because we've traveled overseas twice now with you guys, I do like watching, because I definitely have more of the TV accent, if you will. Like, you know, like I sound closer,
like an American.
Yeah, I sound
typical American
to those accents, where I will watch you guys interact with like the natives over there. And just like the eyeballs get really big. Like, are they speaking the same language? And like
I had that happen in Rome whenever we got there. I didn't even tell you about this. So we got to that bed and breakfast hotel for the first night, and I don't know why this goes back to Americans. We'll you go to a hotel, you're gonna have like 2 at the minimum things of toilet tissue. Well, the roll that was in there was half used, and there was no backup. And I was like, okay, we're about to run low on toilet tissue. I need to go get one. I don't know what they call it there, but I went to the front desk and I was trying to tell the lady, I was like, do you have any toilet tissue that I can get, or like who should I ask? And she was like, what is that? And I was like, how do I explain I need paper that wipes my ass? So I was like, bathroom, restroom, toilet paper, like you wipe, like I'm hand signaling at this point, is because I'm like, this lady looks totally confused.
So funny.
And I was like, what if I can't get toilet tissue? I was like, I'm gonna have to Uber like somewhere to go get my own. She finally figured it out.
Okay.
I think they call it toilet paper instead of toilet tissue. I think that's what it was, because then she said something about paper, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, I don't call it toilet tissue ever.
What?
Yeah, I call it toilet paper. I don't call it toilet tissue.
What does it say on the thing?
On what thing?
Like whenever you buy it, doesn't it say toilet tissue?
I don't know. Let me Google.
I'm almost positive that my Costco tissue, it's called tissue. Let's see. Let's see if it is.
This is.
Oh, it says toilet paper.
Yeah, toilet paper.
Charmin says toilet paper.
Charmin is a brand of toilet paper that was launched.
Oh, bath tissue, though, at Costco. Kirkland says bath tissue.
Okay, still not toilet tissue, though.
Well, I'm not cleaning the whole bath with it. I only clean while I'm at the toilet with it. That's why it's toilet tissue.
Well,
it's a Kleenex for your booty.
If you Google toilet tissue with quotes around it, it's Quilted Northern shows up.
Yeah, because they're from the north. See, you should know this. It's toilet tissue.
Toilet paper.
It said Northern.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny. I never realized that.
No.
What about, like, say golf?
Golf.
Golf.
Like golf when you golf?
No, golf like like the water, the Gulf of America now. Gulf of Mexico. Golf.
Golf. It's like golf. Like that's a golf and a golf.
Golf. See, I do golf. Golf.
Yeah, but you have to say which one you're talking about when you say it.
Why? It sounds different.
Well, I know, but I don't know which one you're talking about because you call it.
Well, golf would be like Top Golf.
Okay, golf.
Golf. It has a ah. And then golf is like a oh. Golf.
Golf. The Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of Top Golf?
Different words.
Yeah.
But that was funny that you automatically thought I said golf instead of golf.
But it's not. No, but you have to say the name of the place where you lived in Florida.
Gulf Breeze.
No.
Yeah.
You call it Gulf Breeze.
Gulf Breeze.
It's not Gulf Breeze. There's nothing else. What's a Gulf?
It's a body of water.
There's an L in there.
It's a silent L.
It's a silent L. Okay. What other letters are silent?
I never noticed that. Gulf Breeze. Like, yeah, I do take the L out.
You do. You say no L there. But you've said that for years at this point.
Well, ma'am, the North says salmon.
No,
salmon. We say salmon. Well, see, we're using that L. Y'all just taking it out.
No, but
so I think
I have to look up the etymology of salmon because
salmon.
Where did that word come from?
Salmon. Because if you're in the South, they'll say salmon. The first time that I heard somebody say salmon, I thought they didn't know how to read. And I worked at a restaurant, and I was like,
"Okay,
you mean the salmon?" They're like, "Yeah, the salmon." And I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'll get you your fish."
So the salmon, is that how you say it?
Salmon.
Salmon. because it's a Latin word that went through the Anglo-Norman French era. So the L would have had like a softer sound. So it would have been like salmon. But then the English put the L back in, but it's a silent L, so salmon. Yeah. It went through a lot.
Crazy.
That's a crazy word.
What about if you go to the movies? What is that?
We go to the theater.
Yeah. We used to say theater.
The theater.
But after I moved out of the South, I realized that that's not how you say it. But who's right and who's wrong? I don't know.
No, I don't know on that one.
But I realized that more people say it
theater
than theater.
Theater.
So then I just pushed myself to get away from it.
Well, what I've noticed a lot between our accents is we stress different syllables when we're talking. Like theater, like I'm stressing the first syllable. So
okay.
Theater, like theater, like where you go theater. Yeah.
I'm animated.
Yeah, so I'm like theater and you're theater. So like the accent on those types of words, we're just stressing different syllables. And again, we'd have to go look at dictionaries to like see which syllable you're supposed to be stressing.
Right.
But I'm like, it's not worth it.
No, I don't have the energy for that.
No.
But the South is big about adding S's onto words. And I know that you've caught me doing it with the grocery store called Giant. And I'll say, hey, we need to go to Giant's.
Right.
And I don't know why I do that. Like back home, people will say Walmart's.
No.
Which that doesn't even sound like I can't get myself. Giant's, like, I don't know. Or Belk's.
Yeah, Belk doesn't have, it's just Belk.
It doesn't have an S. I'm going to have so many people back home questioning themselves on like, how do I say this?
Well, even your friend was like, it's a buggy. And I'm
it's a buggy.
No, it's a cart. It's a shopping cart. A buggy is for babies.
You do put your baby in it. It has a baby seat in it.
Yeah, but it's for all your stuff. You don't put...
It is a large stroller, basically.
Yeah.
So it's a buggy.
For my salmon.
For my salmon to going back in my baby.
I've never seen anything... Okay, and maybe, I mean, as far south as I get right now is like South Carolina. Which is south. They get into that low country, backcountry type areas. I've never seen anything say like buggy return.
What? I don't know.
What does it say down there? Does it say
I don't know. I'm
return?
It might. Yes, probably.
But you guys
I don't know who came up with teaching all small children. Like it wasn't just my family.
But my grandma is West Virginia through and through, and she called it a buggy too.
But I wonder why the South picked up that as the label.
I don't know.
Koozie and Huggy. What do you put your drink in?
Well, I say
koozie. I always said Huggy.
Really?
Yes, growing up, that's what we were told. Like, it's a Huggy.
I wonder if that has to do with like the brand name of when it came out, though, of what it is called. Because sometimes, like, if you need a tissue, sometimes you'll just say, "I need a Kleenex."
Right.
And Kleenex is the brand versus you just.
No, I might research that because I don't know. Like where that came from.
I don't either.
And somebody made fun of me one time. And I was like, what is it? And they were like, a koozie. I was like, said who?
Right.
Said who? I've never heard that. I've never heard that. You're wrong. I'm right.
You are wrong. Leave me alone. Oh, no, that's funny. And I mean, another big thing between... Oh, are we done with...
No, I was just seeing... Well, like soda, Coke, pop.
Yeah, I call it pop.
No.
Yeah.
I've never called it pop.
No.
Never. Like, I always called it Coke. Everything was Coke. And then it's like, what kind of Coke do you want? You want a Dr. Pepper, a Sprite, a Coke, a Diet Coke?
No, that doesn't even make sense.
But as an adult, I call it soda. But I cannot bring myself to say pop. It doesn't even say pop on the can.
It doesn't always say soda either. because I told
we're gonna take a trip to the grocery store one day, and we're gonna analyze all the rows. That might be like a field trip podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll just walk around the store finding all this different stuff.
Yeah, because there was one time everyone was making fun of me for calling it pop, and I was the one going to the store for drinks, and I was like, okay, I'll go to the store and only buy things that say soda. And they were like, because like Coke doesn't say pop or soda on it, it's just Coke.
I don't know. I'm got my brain working. Got my wheels turning. Is the wheels or a will that you write?
It's a will. Oh,
yeah. I read that one down because we got into that one.
We did get into that. Because so when we were in Turkey, we got Scott said something. I don't know what we were necessarily talking about, but he said, go ahead and say what he said, because you can say it in the southern accent. It's and dealing.
Will and deal.
Yes. And he said it many, many times.
Yes.
And
we're going to will and deal.
I know. And I was sitting there like, what is he saying? Like, I was like, I know the phrase, but I don't think he's saying what he thinks he's saying. I was like,
so was it how it sounded?
No, yeah, because he was saying will and dill.
Will and deal.
But it's wheel and deal. It's you're wheeling and dealing. Because it's a
will and deal.
No, it's not will, because he wanted to
we're
will
making it shorter.
No, but he was saying WILL. Like,
yeah.
You're willing something to happen.
Yeah, it's because y'all asked me, I didn't hear like all of it, and y'all asked me like how you would spell it, and I'm like WILL. Like I've never, so then I had to Google, of course, because I was like, I don't know.
What?
My whole childhood, I feel so like lost. Like,
where did this come? But I think it's just because the accents.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where like it
kind of in my mind, lost. Whenever I say stuff like will and deal, it's not like I'm thinking about how it's spelled. It's just like the words are just coming out.
Right. I know. I thought that was a funny moment. He was like WILL, and I was like,
it's a will on your car, or it's a will that you write for death.
No, wheeling. It's a wheel.
Wheel.
Wheel. No, it's WHELL, like a wheel, like on your car.
EEL.
Yeah, EEL. WHEEL, because you're wheeling and dealing, because it's a car term.
Why can't I will it? Like, wouldn't that be like taking? Wouldn't it be like willing your car to somebody? Like you're making a trade. You're willing it. You're signing it away to someone.
You can say whatever you want, but
I think if Trump can rename the Gulf of Mexico, I think I can rename will and deal.
And I mean, go ahead.
I'm going to take it straight to Congress.
And it's not, I have done my due diligence to try to explain it. And if you just change it, that's on you. It'll be on record that I
will and deal. You're willing it away, and you're dealing like you're dealing. You're swapping money in hands. You're trading stuff.
Okay, good luck with that one.
Oh my gosh.
No, yeah. Ooh, we're coming up with so many more that we didn't even realize. There's been so many of those lately, though. Man, I should have written them down.
I've been trying to like keep up with them because I made a little bit of a list, but that's all my like words that I had remembered to write down as time has passed.
I do remember when we were in Naples and everyone was trying to order, and your daughter tried to order her pizza, and the guy just like was staring at her. And she like said it again, and he was just like frozen. He was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then so I took like my best Italian accent and like read it to him, and he goes, oh, and he wrote it down, and she looked over at me. She goes, I said the same thing you did. I was like, oh, I don't know.
It's the accent. Yeah, it's the accent. It threw him off completely. He probably doesn't even think I'm from America. Like that she wasn't.
He's like, I don't.
He's like, what country is this?
Is that even English? It's probably like they realized like how bad their English comprehension probably is in those moments.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I thought I did really well in school. No.
My teacher did not prepare me for these Southern
no,
accents.
Absolutely not. Did not. So, yeah. So we were also talking about food.
Yeah.
And the difference in foods, because I don't know if I had eaten any okra.
Yeah.
Until you put it on my plate.
I wonder,
I can't remember.
That's crazy.
My parents never had it, and I mean,
we always had fried okra, but as an adult, I've changed that up a little bit, and either I'll just put it in soups and I don't bread it, or I'll even put it in the air fryer, toss it in a little bit of oil and some seasoning and air fry it so it's crispy, but it doesn't have a skin. It doesn't have a batter.
Okay. Well, and I'm like, can you even find this at a normal grocery store? I've never even shopped for okra before.
You can find it in the frozen food section. Now in the South, you can find it just like you can find bananas, out in the open. But I don't think y'all have that at the grocery stores here. I don't recall seeing. Oh no, you can buy it fresh, but it's only going to be in a small little bundle. I know Harris Teeter has it, and it's in a styrofoam little tray, and you get 8 pieces or something, and they have it wrapped up.
Okay, yeah.
Because I have gotten that before.
Huh.
But it's just very rare that you can find it here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to go, when I go back to Ohio, I'll have to look to see it's even anywhere, but it's
probably in the frozen food. I don't know. They don't have corn nuggets up here.
No.
And for anybody listening, that is cream corn, and it's battered into this little ball, and it tastes so good. But I can buy them back home in the frozen food section, but here I cannot.
No. And one of the things we really like about going to South Carolina is hush puppies.
Oh yeah, I love hush puppies.
Hush puppies are so good. If we find any restaurant that has hush puppies, we're there. We love hush puppies to the point where I had never fried things, and I actually got oil to make my own hush puppies when we came up here. So I have made.
I didn't realize how much y'all liked them. I got the batter at my house right now. Yeah, I'll have to make some next time that we get together.
Yeah. So yeah, we really love hush puppies. So that's something we always get. And there was one time we were on the back roads of South Carolina, and there was a little shop that was recommended. And so literally you walk in, half of it's falling apart. And we're like, is this? And they were like, yep. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So, but literally best hush puppies I've ever had. We're they who knows what they were doing, but
I know.
Solid.
But I like mom and pop places where it's family owned. It's something that you'd never normally stop at, because they really do typically, I'm not going to say always, typically they're going to have really good food, and it's going to be family recipes and stuff versus going to your chain restaurants and stuff like that. It doesn't taste
the bigger places. So no, we really like hush puppies.
What about well, we fry everything. If you go to the state fair, they fry literally everything. Oreos. They have donut burgers. You take donuts. I've never had one. I've never had a fried Oreo either. They'll fry Twinkies. You can fry
just fry
anything.
No, I mean,
but I think that's more for show. But also, I'm I don't really want that. I'm it doesn't even sound good.
Right, but there's so much more fried food that comes from the South, though, because growing up, we did not really fry things very often.
Oh my gosh, we had a Fry Daddy.
Oh no.
I still have a Fry Daddy to this day. I don't even know if they even sell them anymore. But I did get a new one.
Oh, okay.
That is not a Fry Daddy.
No.
The Fry Daddy is the OG of fryers. And I always had one growing up. So whenever I moved out, I had to buy one, of course, that and a tea maker. like, how was I going to survive? And so we would basically fry all of our meals. That's why Mississippi also, well, the South in general, obesity runs very high in the South. And it's definitely well, I'd say two reasons. One is just like how expensive it is to actually eat healthy. And then the other one I would say is like, wait, there was another one. The thing about the money for it, I don't know. There was another one that I was going to say. I'll probably think of it in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fried food is not the best thing for your health and your arteries, and it is a lot of added oils and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm not gonna just be converted to go fry all my food now, but
no, I've gotten away from it the older that I've gotten.
Yeah, I do like our air fryer though.
Yeah, I do like my air fryer.
So
I'll throw some stuff in it.
Yeah, it's definitely I like it better than a microwave.
Yeah.
I use the air fryer way more than I use a microwave.
Yeah.
So, and then
do you like that?
We did buy an electric kettle to warm up water for coffee. And that's, I feel like, a level up in America.
That's like, why do you need that?
For coffee. I use French press coffee. So like,
okay, fancy.
I know,
fancy. I was like, my Keurig already heats the water. Like, why I need more water?
No, because you do, well, yeah, because you do the like coffee through we have a Ninja one, but to do the French press coffee, I love it. I love how it tastes. It's so fresh. So I don't know why it's different than like your normal coffee. No clue. But
I'm going to have to try some one
yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that.
No, I
don't know. I'm used to people having regular coffee makers or Keurig.
Yeah. No, I don't even like the Keurig things anymore. Like I'll either brew it French press or I'll do like because our Ninja does it without the Keurigs. Like you can pour however much grounds you want in there, and then you get to decide like how much grounds per water you use. Whereas a Keurig, you only get so many grounds for however water you decide. So I don't know. I like experimenting with the level of grounds versus the amount of water you're putting in.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Is that a northern thing?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
I don't know.
Because we're newer coffee drinkers.
Okay.
And I know it was funny because my husband's aunt was up and my daughter made her a cup of coffee. And, she probably just makes it how she normally makes it. I like how she makes it, so she'll make it. My aunt was like, she's like, it was so strong. I was like, oh,
sorry. More water, less grounds for you.
It's like, we didn't know. Like,
you have to play with it to learn like what you like.
Yeah, no, I mean you do, because at first I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah.
But you guys drink tea a lot.
Sweet tea.
Yeah, sweet tea.
Unsweet tea. Sometimes you'll hear people order that. Very rarely. I used to work at a restaurant in South Carolina, and sometimes the unsweet tea would barely be drank that night. But we always have to have it ready, so like you're just having to dump it out.
Yeah, we didn't drink. I mean, I grew up not drinking any tea, so I don't have a good thumb on what people drink.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, well, I don't know. It's kind of iffy for your northern upbringing because like with you being a Mormon as a child, like y'all weren't allowed like sodas all the time, or
it depended on
coffee
the family.
Was a no.
Yeah, coffee was definitely a no.
So tea was a no, right?
No tea.
Yeah.
So no tea, no coffee. Some families were completely against pop, so there was none.
Okay.
And some of them would only do Sprite.
Oh, because it doesn't have caffeine.
Yeah, there's no caffeine.
Yeah.
And then like some people only did root beer, but they're like.
But it had to be the certain one with no caffeine. Ah, I got you.
So a lot of the community would make craft root beer, if you will.
Craft root beer.
You would get dry ice and you would make root beer.
Okay.
Yeah, I never did it myself, but it would
No.
be like a treat that some guy would bring to the potluck. Yeah.
Fun.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bunch of like sweet tea and Kool-Aid was always in our refrigerators
No. No.
because it was the cheapest like kids drink that you could get because you could make a crap ton of it. It's just powder, water, sugar, good to go.
Done.
And then tea was just water, tea, and sugar. Like again, goes back to like healthy habits, but I've kind of got
Right.
away. Like I still will drink sweet tea, and sometimes I'll make it. If I'm back home, I'll drink it a little bit more than I normally do. But
Yeah.
I would say that that's pretty much like if you meet a Southern person and they don't drink sweet tea, you're kind of shocked. But then sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, well, I like unsweet tea," and then you're kind of like, mm.
Mm,
But if they don't like it at all, it's like, what? Why?
right.
Who are your parents?
Are you from here?
Are you from here? Did you grow up here? I don't know. Like people
Yeah.
used to put sweet tea in baby bottles, like literally feed it to their children. I don't know if people do that anymore, but
I have
like
no
that was
clue.
a very known thing.
No, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Nope. I don't think I knew anyone who did that. But again, I grew up without tea. Um, Another thing I grew up doing that you probably didn't was ice skating on the pond in my backyard.
No. Did not get to experience ice skating until, well, we lived in Dallas for a little bit. There was like an ice skating rink inside the mall, but I don't remember that like really.
Yeah.
Um, but they opened an ice skating rink back home. It lasted for a good bit, but
Yeah.
then it finally fizzled out. But
Mm.
like I never had been outside to ice skate,
Hmm.
and I probably only did it like twice in my life. And like skiing, like you go skiing, I don't.
Yeah, I grew up skiing.
No, we do lakes. So you're boating, you're tubing, you're lazy rivering,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to the beach. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
no mountains, no snow, no skis. And we didn't take vacations unless it was to the beach, like
Yeah.
because it was close to our house.
Right.
And like we didn't have the money to go too far, like not far enough to get out of the South, shall I say. So we definitely never took a trip to even try to go to the mountains or go skiing.
Yeah, I don't remember how old I was when we would go to Atlanta, but it was little. I was little. Like, I think the camcorder we had was one of those
Oh
big.
God. It's like a
I
big
think
case of
that's
water that your dad's carrying around.
pretty much.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we would go. Like, that was really my only Southern type memories
And
growing up.
that's southern, but not. It's a big city,
Yeah,
so it's different. I still
yeah.
think that's different.
So yeah, I grew up like ice skating. There was the pond behind us would get frozen over enough, and like my mom took us to Goodwill, and we all got like the ice skates, and off we went. Were just zipping around in the back.
That's so fun. Did anybody
Yeah.
ever fall through?
No.
That would be my
Um,
fear. I'd be like, oh my gosh, if I fall through.
no, because the safety is the ice has to be 6 inches deep or
And
thick.
how do you measure
Um,
that if you're on top of
so
the
well
ice?
you just go to the edge and you drill. You just take a drill and you drill down through the ice, like just a normal
Wouldn't that
drill.
maybe crack it and
No,
cause like
no, because the hole is
issues?
only like an inch thing, so you can get a ruler and just see how deep it is. If it's deep enough, it won't cause any issues.
Okay.
So, because the pond was huge, so it's like you just
It
make
never
sure.
get cold enough to try to do something like that.
Well, in Virginia, it doesn't get cold enough at all to do
Like
that.
during December, I remember there was this guy whenever I was a kid at the reservoir. He would dress up in a Santa suit and he would literally water ski
Oh,
like past the traffic and stuff. So it's that like if you got in the water, it's gonna be cold, but it wasn't cold enough that he was worried about it.
yeah, no, I never had
Santa skiing.
no Santa ice skating. I did, yeah. So, yeah, like snow. But I've turned you guys on to skiing. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
I even got a season pass this year, so yay.
Yeah, you can go. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I will.
I will say for the northern food, we
Mm-hmm.
have like our New York pizza, like the New York style pizzas. And I don't know if you guys had this, but in Cleveland anyway, we had a big Polish community.
Oh,
So like I
no.
grew up eating like kielbasa and pierogies and like I mean you would go to the markets and there would just be like pierogi stands where you could go get pierogies and klatchkis and all of these things that you could just eat
Nope.
from the Polish. I mean, Cleveland was so Polish that literally you could there was a polka radio station.
Oh my God.
So like yeah, I mean I knew how to polka. Like we
Oh my
danced
gosh.
the polka in our schools
The
and
only thing
everything.
that makes me think of is watching the movie Uncle Buck. And no, it wasn't Uncle Buck. It's John Candy, though, from Uncle Buck. But he, in Home Alone, whenever
Mm-hmm.
she is trying to make it home, she has to ride in that U-Haul with all those polka players. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God.
So
The
yeah,
things you'll do for your children is all I can say.
right now she did a lot, but anyway, that's I mean that was our influences. We had a lot of like those like Little Italy sections of town.
Yeah, we don't. No.
No.
Like, I would say the only cultural thing would be Mexican food. I know that sounds so lame, but we're close enough to Mexico that a lot of the restaurants there, like, that's my favorite because whenever I come other places, like even here, I'm like, it doesn't taste as good.
Right.
I will say the two places that we've been to here in town, I do like both of those.
Yeah.
But
No, I was like I haven't been down south enough to go to like any of those real Mexican type restaurants.
yeah. And then I miss having people sitting on the side of the road selling stuff like boiled peanuts. Y'all don't eat boiled peanuts either.
Mm-mm. And for those of you who couldn't understand her, she said boiled peanuts. I will translate.
Boiled peanuts.
Boiled peanuts. They're what?
Boiled.
Boiled. Boiled.
You're gonna be analyzing everything. We need to start jotting these down though.
I know.
But yeah,
I'll add
like
that.
peanuts, you could stop
Boiled.
on the side of the road and get them. Even some of them can be like just roasted peanuts, or you can go to the farmer's market and get a big sack of like fresh out of the ground peanuts. My aunt and uncle used to have a peanut little farm section in their backyard.
Mm.
We do peanuts and snap peas and
Can you just plant a peanut? Is a peanut a seed that you just plant the
oh, I
peanut
don't
and
know
it
how they
grows?
did it. I don't know
Seeds.
how they planted it,
I
but
don't.
they like we would go over there and
Yeah, I
get
think a
them.
peanut is a seed. Is it not a nut? Oh gosh, I'll look at that later.
Isn't a peanut a nut? It has the word nut in it.
I know, but look, it's also the seed that you plant. So you plant the peanut and it grows.
What?
Yeah.
I'm. I don't think it would grow here though. I think that's the reason why y'all don't have it
Probably.
because
Well,
like the ground has to
peanut seeds for
not get
planting.
so cold.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't never even question that.
And like people will be on the side with like watermelons, like all the little farms. Like people will sit out and there was a guy by the prison that always did boiled peanuts. And I would stop in there sometimes.
Are you supposed to talk to those people by the prison?
I don't I don't know. Maybe he used to be. I don't know. He was a very old man. Maybe he used to be at the prison. I don't know. He actually strategically picked a great spot though, because it was like a three-way stop.
Yeah.
And it was by a railroad track, so there's a lot of gravel for people to pull off and like stop and get out and get their stuff. So he was very smart, but I'll have to check next time I go back and see if I bet he's not there. That was years ago,
Yeah,
and
he might be gone.
in my mind he was really old, but maybe he wasn't as old as I thought he was.
Could be. Do people have a lot of gardens? Like we have a garden where we grow a bunch of vegetables.
Mhm.
So did people have gardens?
Yeah,
Did people have gardens?
I would say so, but
Okay.
not like there's a lot of farm land. Like there's a lot of farmers. Like
Yeah.
especially if you get way out into the country, we know people that have farmland. Um, but like little things like what you
Yeah.
have, like my aunt and uncle, theirs was bigger than that though.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how long it was, but I know it was way bigger than that because they did it the length of like their lot, their acres or whatever. But they had different stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like yeah, I would
Okay.
say a lot of people tend to do that, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on your willingness to take care of it too.
Right. Dedication, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Because even trying to keep those tomatoes alive that I have that y'all gave us, girl, Scott wanted them, but every now and then I'm like, oh, has it rained lately? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to go out there and turn on the water sprinkler. And then I got to remember, I got to set an alarm because if not, I'll just let it run for hours. They're like drenched.
Yeah. They're like, okay, that's enough.
That's enough. I'm drowning. Can't take anymore.
That's funny. Well, we're at about 52 minutes.
Yeah.
So if there's anything else on your list, we can
Mm,
cover it or we can call it good.
no, I think like the attitudes towards people. Like
Oh,
northern
yeah.
people are more blunt and southern people are like, bless your little heart. You want to start
Yeah.
everything out with something sweet so it sounds nice.
No, not in the north. If you look at how like New Yorkers and people from Boston are portrayed
Yeah.
in movies, like they'll yell at you,
Yeah.
it's like they'll yell, they'll get in your face, but it's always like I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong so you can fix your behavior. Like that's kind of like the more northern attitude. It's like when I honk my horn at people, I'm telling you you're doing something wrong so you can fix your behavior. I'm not real mad at you.
Right.
You just need to fix what you're doing.
See, and I will take that as, do I need to step out of this car right now? Like, do we need to fight?
No, there's no reason to fight. You're just doing it wrong.
Because Southern people, like, there's a temper of like being nice and being sarcastic too. Southern people know how to be sweet and nice, but sarcastic at the same time to make you feel yay hi. But on the flip of that, if we're mad, we're very quick to lose our shit.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's interesting because like we're also both like East Coasters.
Yeah.
So there is definitely like an East Coast thing versus like a West Coast thing too
Oh yeah.
on like temperaments and attitudes and
Yeah.
behaviors. So it would be interesting to see like how much we are more alike than like a West Coaster too.
That is true.
So
Maybe we'll have to find someone
yeah,
that we can talk to if anybody wants to chime in and let us
Yeah.
know. We'll like video you in so that we can ask all these questions because I bet their upbringing was different. Like,
yeah, they don't have the same like my family is very much deep rooted East Coast, and I assume yours is too,
yeah.
like generations back. So we're very East Coast. Like there's no like
No, actually, mine's just Mississippi. Like it's not even an East Coast; it's a Gulf. Gulf.
It's
Gulf.
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 The Guff.
Guff.
It's the Guff.
Guff. Like that's where all of them are.
Yeah.
Either Texas, Mississippi, Florida, like Alabama. Like we don't stretch very far. We're Gulf people.
I am like Mayflower people. That's my people. We came over on Mayflower.
Look at you.
Yeah. So you're welcome for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yay. But not the yams.
No. Yeah, that's true. Yams probably weren't.
Yams are another thing.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know if any other Southerner always had yams, but we didn't have yams. We had sweet potatoes, which I feel like is almost the same thing.
Well, they are the same thing. It's just we do candied yams.
Yeah.
Yams
because
and sweet potatoes
they
are
have
the same. It's
yeah,
the
but I'll
same.
do sweet potatoes with brown sugar. Well, it's not liquidy though.
Right.
Yours
No.
is like a gravy that y'all pour on everything.
Well, yeah, that's because that's how my husband likes it. So I don't really know if it's like a standard fare, but because my family, didn't grow up with candied yams.
Uh-huh.
They did they would boil the yam and then like mash it up, and then
Yeah.
you sprinkle the marshmallows on top.
Oh yeah, that's how we do sweet potato
Yeah, like a sweet
casserole.
potato casserole. That
Yeah.
was more like common there, whereas the candied yams, I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
just my husband's
It
family
might be
always
just his
does.
preference. I like turnip greens, and turnip greens aren't a big thing in the north either.
No, I don't. No, never had turnip greens.
Nope. I'll make you turnip greens and hush puppies.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. Well, I didn't bring a drink
You
this
didn't bring a
time.
drink.
It's empty.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for tuning in to the Unfiltered Duo podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who might enjoy it too. You can follow us on all social media platforms for updates, behind the scenes, and more content. Got questions, feedback, or a topic you'd love for us to cover? Reach out at unfilteredduopodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep listening.